Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ino. If you're new to this channel, please click the red subscribe button to be a part of the Munchies, the Essential Munchies gang. If you are returning, thank you so much for coming back. You know I love and appreciate you so much. Welcome back to another video on my pregnancy journey. Thank you so much for the love that you guys have been showing to the past couple of videos. I hope that you guys are still going to enjoy this because I do still have quite a bit of content coming up for you guys, and I hope that you guys will enjoy all of it. If it's your first time here, I hope you stay. I hope you love us enough to stay with us throughout this journey and beyond. So today we are doing a first trimester recap basically. So we're gonna be talking about my first trimester, how everything went for me. And yeah, without wasting any more time, let's get straight into it. So yeah, as soon as I found out that I was pregnant, I was researching everything like crazy. I was doing Dr. Google was just my friend throughout, and I was preparing myself, or thinking that I'm preparing myself for whatever could be coming, because I don't want any nasty surprises. And I thought that if I know what to expect, then I can sort of like prepare myself for it. Hey guys, little did I know that how, you know, when it comes to first trimester, you can never be too ready. You can never be too ready unless you're one of the lucky few that have a smooth first trimester. But for me, Anyway, I'm gonna be going through my notes. I made a couple of notes so that I don't go on and on, because one thing about me, I can talk, and I'm not trying to make this video longer than it should be, right? So the first thing, obviously the famous first trimester, what can I call it? I don't even have a horrible enough name for it, but morning sickness. Guys, I saw flames with morning sickness. It wasn't even morning sickness for me, it was all day sickness. I was sick all day, every day, and I had every possible symptom. You see all these things that I had been reading about on Google and trying to prepare for and everything. I had every single symptom you can think of. I was throwing up, I was urinating a lot, I was going through the mood swings, what else do you go through in first trimester? Body changes. I lost a lot of weight during first trimester because of the food aversions. Guys, I stopped eating everything I ate, everything I enjoyed, everything I loved. You guys know me and chicken wings, or rather you know me and my husband if you are a regular on this channel. My husband and I love wings, chicken wings. But guys, you will not believe that I stopped eating chicken. Till today, I do not eat chicken. I don't do wings. I could not even stand the sight of chicken. The smell, everything. I just wanted nothing to do with chicken. And I don't know, I really hope that I'll go back to eating my chicken wings after the pregnancy, because I'm still not eating chicken. I'm still not eating chicken wings. And sometimes though, I do, in my mind, feel like, you know what, I could probably do with some spare wings. And in the reality of it, I just like open a picture of the wings and I'm just like, no. So I had a lot of food aversions. I had frequent urination. I lost a lot of weight because I wasn't eating. The only thing I could stomach was morojo, which is, what do you call morojo in English? I don't know, but spinach and its siblings. So I was eating a lot of morojo and a lot of cabbage, a lot of vegetables actually. When it came to meat, I couldn't stand meat that much. Red meat, so, but I didn't want it stewed. I wanted it either fried or, you know, put in an oven or an air fryer so that the smell is not very strong. I had sensitivity to smell like crazy. That part was just hell for me, especially in the early days where people didn't know. I remember at work, at work, guys, so we work with makeup artists who do our faces every day, guys, and they are practically here every single morning. We get to work at 6:30, 7 o'clock, you're doing your makeup, and you have a makeup artist here, and she has her perfume on, and I was just dying inside every morning. And I had told myself that, listen, I am not saying a thing. Firstly, I don't want to make people feel uncomfortable, because also when I tell you to when I tell you that your perfume is too strong for me, that means that you need to stop using it. So I don't want to be too much on people also, you know. But also a bigger part of it was that I also wasn't ready to share with people. It was only just management that knew that I was pregnant at the time. So yeah, I went through it. When it comes to morning sickness, I had it all. Just name it, I had it. Name it, I had it. Yeah. And yeah, that was the first thing, which was the most dramatic and the most difficult to deal with. And then there was also, of course, the nausea. You know, guys, nausea was horrible for me as well. Like I said, I was throwing up, and it was triggered by almost anything. You know, sometimes even the sight of chicken would trigger it, just from an advert on TV. If I see chicken being advertised, believe it or not, guys, I would start getting nauseous, you know. I had to ask my husband to stop using his perfumes, to stop using other lotions that he'd use. We literally had to just stick to Vaseline. We do use Vaseline most of the time, so the both of us, but he is like, my husband likes smelling good. So he uses this and that, and I had to like ask him to stop using the stuff that he uses so that we can, you know, be in this journey together. And one thing about my husband, guys, Shem, I feel like this guy has been pregnant with me. This guy has been pregnant with me, I'm telling you. But we'll get to that on another video. Let's go to the next point. So my next point is fatigue. Yeah, fatigue was real. No, I was exhausted every single day. You know, I would wake up exhausted. I would wake up, just take a shower, just do a few things around the house, and I'm already tired. You know, I'd get to work, and after doing my makeup, just getting ready for, you know, standby and getting ready to go on set, and I'm already tired. This is like not even 8 o'clock, you know, in the morning, and I'd already be so tired. So I went through so much exhaustion. That's why I'm saying that with me, guys, first trimester, I went through every possible symptom that you were told to expect, and it was just, it was a lot, Shem. It was a lot. I was exhausted all the time, but I had the most support, you know, which I wanted to talk about right at the end. But I had so much support from work, from home. I had a lot of support. They would tell me if I need a break, I should just shout at work. If I need to take a nap, you know what, it was just, in terms of support, everything was smooth. In terms of my journey, it was, and most of the time it was, you know. And mood swings, I did have mood swings, not severely, I hope. I hope, because my little sister used to tell me that, hey, when are the moods? Every chance she gets, you know, she'd just be like, yeah, you and your moods. But I think maybe my little sister and my husband would be the ones to attest to that the most, because they're the ones that I spent the most of my first trimester with. Okay, we'll get to that part. But yeah, I think I didn't have that much mood swings. But babe, do you think I had a lot of mood swings? I knew he'd say yes, but I don't think I had that much mood swings. It was just being uncomfortable. You know, when you're not comfortable, when you are going through a lot of discomfort, when you're going through a lot of changes. It's like when you are PMSing, when you're on your periods, when you're PMSing, and you just go through so much, and it looks like you're moody, but you're just going through your own personal things. And yeah, I think that's what it was. But yeah. And then body changes, I've already touched on that. I lost a lot of weight. My phone just fell. I lost a lot of weight because I wasn't eating much. I was struggling to keep anything down, and whatever I felt like I could keep down, I would overdo. Let me just pick my phone up. Whatever I felt like I could eat, like morogo, I would overdo with the morogo to a point that I couldn't stand it anymore. I would overdo the cabbage to a point that I couldn't stand it anymore. Yeah, everything that felt like at least I could eat, I would lean so much towards it that it would be an aversion at some point, you know. So I had a lot of food aversions. I'm still struggling with food even now. Yeah, I eat this and that, you know. It's not so bad now, but I definitely haven't gotten back to eating food the way I used to. So I lost so much weight. I'll see if I can find a picture of myself. No, actually, during first trimester, I don't even think you guys will tell, but I'll just attach a picture anyway. And then I'll also I'll attach, firstly, let's see a picture of me during first trimester when I thought I had lost weight. And now let's see a picture of just a bump update of what I looked like, or rather what my bump looked like during first trimester. That's pretty much it when it came to food aversions. It was just me struggling to keep anything down. I would puke so much, and I would struggle to understand why. Sometimes I would just be sitting and I would just feel it coming out of nowhere. Most times it was triggered by my pregomegas. Guys, if you've been pregnant or you've been around someone that's pregnant and was using pregomegas, you know how big those pills are. They are a shock to the system, especially to me, because I like, the only medication that I'd ever really take, rather the only tablets that I'd ever really take, would be like headache tablets or period pain tablets, that kind of thing. Guys, those pills, pregomegas, I'll attach a picture of them somewhere in the screen, guys. Pregomegas are huge. They are so big, and you have to take 3. You can take them throughout the day. You can like separate them and take them at different times. But because of the after effects of taking them, just talking about them, I'm just like, because of the after effects afterwards, well, personally, I burp, and I will be burping those pills. Like, there's this orange one, I think it's omega-3. That one is just my worst, you know. So I try to take them all at once and then deal with them immediately all at once. I don't like taking one in the morning, one during the day, one later. I just decided to just tackle them all at once, because right after you eat them, you drink them, you need to like eat something to get rid of the taste, so that when you burp, the taste is not so strong, all of that. So pregomegas would usually in the first trimester trigger my puking, because yeah, no guys, it wasn't normal for me to be taking 3 pills all at once every single day of my life. Yeah, so it would happen afterwards. Even the thought of taking them would get me so anxious, and sometimes I'd puke in advance even. Hey guys, let me stop talking about throwing up. Another thing I went through during first trimester was a lot of anxiety, because you know how sensitive first trimester is and how things can go wrong. So I was just very anxious every day. I was just, you know, so worried, and trying to not do this, not eat this, not, you know, being aware of everything that could possibly be a trigger to something going wrong, you know. So a lot of anxiety during first trimester. I was in a very good space mentally, but physically it was a mess, you know. And then there was just that little bit of anxiety that comes with just being pregnant in the first trimester. And lastly, what did I have here? Oh yeah, lastly, I forgot to mention with the body changes that my boobs blew up. My boobs blew up. Listen, it was so I'm a small girl, but I never really had small boobs. But this that I saw during first trimester, I was like, girl, is that you? And they were beautiful, you know, I'm not complaining. It's just one of the changes that happened to me physically. So it was that loss of weight but growth of breasts, you know, very strange. But yeah, I think that's one of my favorite things that happened. I love boobs. Anyway, and then lastly, pardon?
You must thank me.
I must thank you.
Yeah.
Guys, not my husband saying I must thank him. Anyway, I don't even want to know what I must thank him for. So lastly, guys, I just wanted to talk about the support that I had during first trimester. Guys, I don't know how people, I was telling my husband that I don't know how people that go through pregnancy by themselves, or people that are like young children that are pregnant and hiding it from their families. I don't know how they survive, because you need support, especially in your first trimester. You need support in terms of everything. You literally need support in terms of eating, you know, something that you are normally so responsible for yourself, something that you can usually, you know, just do and get by with on your own. During first trimester, you need support with eating, you need help with making food. Everything just requires support and help during first trimester. And I was just thinking that, imagine having to go through this on my own. Imagine having to not have the support system that I have. I mean, my husband stepped up. I'd never seen that side to him, you know. He literally stepped up, and there was a point where I could even see that he's struggling, even he's struggling, because first trimester I could not at all be in pots. I was not cooking. I don't even want to lie, guys. Earlier on in the first trimester, before things got very intense, okay, that's fine, I was still able to do a few things, but there was a time when I really could not cook anymore, because I couldn't smell even the smell of, guys, I couldn't stand the smell of the kitchen. I couldn't stand the smell of the fridge. When I opened the fridge, whatever's in the fridge just felt like it was there to target me. You know, I didn't want to be in the kitchen. It was such a difficult time for me. My husband literally stepped up. He took over the cooking. He took over every small thing. He would literally ask me if I need any ironing of my clothes. He would ask me, hey guys, you know, I could go on and on, but I'm just basically just saying that the amount of support that I had made it so much better, because I can't imagine having to still carry on with my life as it used to be before I was pregnant, during that sensitive and trying time where I'm going through so many changes. And then there was a thing that my husband and my family back at home worked out, where if my husband feels too overwhelmed with me, he can send me home so that they can, you know, assist him for like a week. I'll be home, and then, you know, they'll take care of me from home, and then I'll come back this side. And then when I came back, we then decided to bring my little sister along, so that it's a bit less work for my husband, because also he has to work during the day. On days where I would have a lot of off days in between. On days where I would have my off days, it would be me having to rely on him for everything. And if he happens to not be in the house on that day, it's a mess for me. So my little sister almost basically moved in with us, and she just took over also. You know, she was so helpful. She was helping my husband a great deal, and when they would feel like they were a little overwhelmed, then would go back to my parents' house, and then, you know, my parents would be helping. My mom and my sister was so hands-on and present and helping and making sure that when I'm around, there's no chicken being cooked. Nothing that I don't like was being done or cooked when I'm around. Yeah, no, it was just it was very difficult, but with the kind of support I had, I'm just imagining how much more difficult it would have been. So yeah, shout out to my hubby, shout out to my mama, shout out to my sisters, and, you know, my granny. Of course, there's not much she can do, her and my dad. My niece didn't know anything, so shame on her too. You know, but yeah, emotionally I was set, my family was amazing in that regard. My husband made sure that nothing irritates me, nothing makes me mad. He was there for the sensitive little petty times. And yeah, man, support is very important. If you can, please don't be mean to pregnant women. Actually, not if you can, just don't be mean to pregnant women, especially in their first trimester. Just be there for them, even if it's a stranger, Anyway, guys, that is what went down with my first trimester. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to give it a huge thumbs up. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in my next video. Love you guys so much. Thank you for watching until this point. If you did watch until this point, we need something for you to indicate to me that you watched until here. So you can decide. You can either tell me that watched till the end, or you can say watched WTE. Oh, WTTE, watch till the end. Yeah, so you can just type WTTE after you comment or whatever, or during your comment or whatever. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next one.